What's up? What's good? Yo, boy up here again, man. Y'all, this video, I'm gonna tell you what this video about. This video is the Detroit Lions season review. Y'all, this is the recap of the Detroit Lions season, man. And I ain't gonna go too far into this, but I still believe the Cowboys cheated. They'll let you know right there. And I've seen all these Cowboys fans just crucifying me and calling me names and all that. Fuck you. And yeah, that's all I have to say. The Lions should have won that game, but I did say we could have done things better. Now let me get into this. Let me get into this shit. The Detroit Lions review or recap, season recap. Yeah, for 2014. We all expect the Lions this year. Some people expected the Lions to go to the playoffs. Some people didn't. Some people didn't. Well, I did. I said the Lions can make it to the playoffs this year. People think I was crazy and I was a nutcase and all types of shit, thinking I'm stupid and all that. I'm like, how is I'm stupid? I think we can make it to the playoffs. I mean, seriously. And I remember when I made my season predictions earlier. That's why I kept the video up on my when you enter my channel and stuff, my page, my channel. It always showed that video for a long time. You know why? Because I knew the Lions record was going to be. That's why I never changed it for a while. That's why I kept it the same. I predicted the Lions to go 11-5. And guess what the Lions did? They went 11-5. They had the exact. I called the record to a T. I called it to a T. I said it was gonna go 11-5. But as far as the predictions on the games, I was wrong. I had a lot of them wrong, you know. But it's whatever, man. You know, I ain't gonna go into all the preseason. Let's start week 1, man. Oh yeah, let me get with the statistics real quick. Stafford, let me get started with him. Let me get started with the team stats. The Lions was on total defense. We was the second ranked defense in total defense, second ranked total defense. In some parts of the season, we was ranked. On total defense, we was ranked number 1 for a good part of the season. Then the Seahawks, I say about week 9-ish, they just start going crazy. Then the Lions, and then after that game against the Patriots, that brought our ranking down a little bit too. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that game a little bit. Now, this is gonna be a long video. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. This is gonna be a long video. I don't know, it's gonna be 30 minutes plus. I don't know, but I'm gonna just talk about it. I know people don't like me talking, but hell, what the hell? Why not? Lions recap of the season, man. Why not? So, Lions in total defense, they ranked second. Well, beginning part, they ranked first for a good part of the season. Then, in total turnovers and all, Lions ranked number 1. In the run defense, the Lions is ranked number 1 in run defense throughout the regular season. They was ranked number 1 in run defense. Yeah. I think the Lions allowed 68 yards per game. That's ridiculous. And then the Lions. Now let me get to them on offense. We scored 20 points per game. We scored 20.1 points per game. That's 22nd in the NFL. 22nd. At first it was 28th or something in the league. Then it went up to 22nd. It's 20 points per game. We was winning games though. We won games. We won a lot of games, and we won a lot of games we shouldn't have won in the season. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We won some games we shouldn't have won. Yeah. And then on defense, the Lions only allowed 17.6 points per game, which is, I think, 3rd in the league. I think it's 3rd. we allow 17.6 points per game, and we only score 20 points per game. So usually when we beat teams, we beat them by like 3 points. We beat them by 3 points, and it proves throughout the whole season, where I'm going to get into in a minute. Glover Quinn led it, not just the Lions in interceptions, but the whole entire NFL in interceptions. He the leader in interceptions this year. Because Glover Quinn, he did get a lot of interceptions, man. A lot of interceptions. A lot. When the last time a Lions player had 7 interceptions? Exactly. Now, as I was saying, we score 20 points per game, and we allow 17.6 points a game. Guess what that means? Our season. That indicates to our season. I ain't going to go game by game and all that. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to just say some game of significance. I'm going to just bring up some games of significance. Okay, week 1. Week 1, we went against the New York Giants. We fucking destroyed the Giants 35-14. We fucking annihilated their ass. They got raped. The Lions defense in that game was fucking phenomenal. I think, Ziggy Ansah lead the Lions in sacks in 7.5, which is not a lot. Let me go back to what I was saying on the stats. I gotta refresh this again. The Lions allowed 45 sacks this season on the offensive line. And guess how much sacks the Lions got? We had 42 sacks as a total on the team. But our thing was not sacking the players. The Lions thing was not sacking quarterbacks. Our thing was stopping the run. That's what our theme was the entire season. Stopping the run was our theme, not sacking people. You want to get into the top sack teams in the league, you got to go to teams like like the Rams and the fucking Broncos and shit, like teams like that, and the Buffalo Bills. If you want to look at stats and shit, even the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you want to look for sacks and shit, like sacks. But anyway, fuck that. Now, we allowed 45 sacks this season. That's not good, man. I'm going to get into that in a little bit, man. I'm going to get into that. Now, first, this game of significance, the Lions versus the New York Giants. We won a game 35-14. The Lions, on offense, we thought they was going to be explosive. They looked explosive the very first game. Calvin Johnson was going nuts. Golden Tate was going nuts. Everybody was going nuts. And then we had 35 points. I'm like, oh shit, our offense ain't going to be no joke this year. You know what I'm saying? Every Lions fan thought our offense was going to be explosive like this. Nuh-uh-uh. Think again. Think again. I thought we was going to be explosive like this all season. I guess not. We became super fucking conservative. Super goddamn conservative throughout the whole fucking season. And our offense been conservative all fucking season. That's why we haven't been explosive as well. The shitty play calling and the decisions of the quarterback and the goddamn offensive line. However, another game, like, you know why we only score 20 points per game and allow 17 points per game? You know what that leads up to? That statistic, close games, comeback wins. That's what the Lions was known for throughout the whole season. Comeback wins and great run defense. That's what we was known for throughout the whole season. Comeback wins and great defense. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I'm going to tell you another game of significance. This is why the statistic is true. We score 20 points per game and allow 17 points per game. That's why this statistic is true. Because we had a lot of comeback wins this season. Look, I'm going to tell you, I think the Lions came back like 4 times this season. I'm going to tell you another game of significance. This was the comeback shit start coming out. When we went against motherfucking, the Saints and shit. That's where it all begins. That's where that shit all began. when we went against the goddamn Saints and shit. Like, that's where that shit began. We came back on that ass. Yeah, like, we won that game. I think, what was the score? 24 to 23. Yeah, that was the score. And the Lions was down in that game for most of the game, and then they just started coming back in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? This is why that's why we barely won a lot of our games, because we only scored 3 more points or closer than the other opponent. You know what I'm saying? That's why our statistic is like that. We had a lot of comeback wins. We beat the Saints in that game. We got Glover Queen got that key interception at that critical part of the game. And we won that game, 24-23. I ain't going to go into discussion with the game and shit, because I didn't, at first the Lions defense played like shit, and then we just started locking shit down in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened in the game. That's where the shit comes from, the beginning of the shit. And then the week after and shit, we went to London on one night. We faced the fucking Falcons and shit. In the first half, the Falcons were whooping our fucking ass, nigga. They were blowing our ass out 21-0 in the first half, and then the second half, they ain't scored no more. Oh yeah, no, let me get to this point right here. I forgot this is a game of significance as well. Before this comeback shit start happening, let me rephrase. Let me go back. Let me backtrack this a little bit. The Lions was one of the worst, and I mean it, one of the worst. We have one of the worst special teams in the history of the NFL, especially in the kick field goal position at the beginning of the part of the season. Remember Nate Freeze and shit? He lasted, 3 or 4 games, and we kicked him to the fucking curb because he was fucking garbage. This is another reason why the Lions was losing this shit. We lost games we supposed to win this shit, like the Buffalo Bills game. If we would have won that game, we would have had a home field advantage. If we won that game, we would have had the same record as the Packers. But if we would have beat Buffalo, there's 2 games we should have won that our record could have been better. We should have won against Buffalo, and we should have beat the Cardinals. Them is the 2 games that made us go 11-5, because we supposed to have been 13-3. You know what I'm saying? If we went 13-3, we would have won the division, had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Not just the second seed, but the first seed. We would have had a seed and shit. That's what it makes you backtrack and shit. But at the beginning of the season, I think a couple of our losses came because our fucking shitty ass field goal kicking situation with Nate Freeze and Alex Henry and Alex Henry. We got it right with Matt Prater and shit. We got it right with him. We finally got it right, but them 2 bum motherfuckers and shit, garbage as fuck. Get Nate Freeze, he back in motherfucking Walmart bagging groceries and shit, and Alex Henry on the couch eating hot Cheetos and drinking Coca-Colas and shit. And then you got Matt Prater getting off that liquor and alcohol and shit. Now he's back on the field. So we got our kicking situation solved for the most part. And no kicking, that special teams cost us at least a few games this season. I'm not going to bullshit. Now, I ain't going to say a few games, I'll say 2 games. It cost us 2 games. We could have fucking won. It cost us 2 games. 2 games. That's all I got to say about that. Because them games we lost could have been games of significance. If the Lions won them 2 games, the Buffalo Bills game and the Cardinals game, the whole setting of the playoffs would be totally different right now. The Lions would probably be in the playoffs right now going against Green Bay right now or something like that. Or the Cowboys or whoever. We'll be going. The whole landscape of the playoffs will be totally different if we won them 2 games. Those 2 games I just mentioned, with the shittiest field goal special teams in the history of the NFL. What the fuck? But now back to this. Lions, we was known for comebacks and shit. We come back on the Saints. We came back on the Falcons after being down 21-0 at the half. And then the Falcons ain't scored no more. And then I remember that moment when Matt Prater hit that field goal. I think the Lions did that shit on purpose, man. They let the time go out on purpose and shit. Because they wasn't ready or nothing like that. Matt Prater missed it the first time, but the clock, like, they kicked the field. I mean, the clock kind of ran out, like the delay of game and shit. It ran out before the shot clock. I mean, the game clock went out. I think it was like a second or 2 or something like that. And it was a penalty. Then we went from the 45-yard to, no, it was a 44-yard to the 49-yard. And then, or 42-yard to 47, I forgot. It was somewhere between 47 and 48 yards. I think it was 48 yards or whatever. He kicked that some bitch the second time, and we won the game. And that would be one of the wins the Lions get. I will remember for the rest of my life. That win right there against the Falcons in London, I will always remember that for the rest of my life. I don't care. I'll be old as fuck and still remember that shit. And also I remember when I made that video. That's probably my most viewed video on the Lions of all my Lions games. That's probably the most viewed video I had on my Lions review or recap or whatever. My most viewed recap of all time so far. My most viewed, probably one of my most viewed videos ever. And it's not even that much. It's like close to 3,000 or something. I forgot. But whatever. Yeah, I'll never forget that game for the rest of my life. That was a comeback. I thought we was going to lose that game. I know he made that field goal, but for us to get to that point, Stafford came back. Stafford and Golden Tate single-handedly brought this team back. I remember he threw that 74-yard bomb to Golden Tate, and it was in the fourth quarter. Stafford said, whoop, whoop. He threw a bomb down the field like, God damn. And Golden Tate just said, whoop, ran, touchdown. I don't know how many big passes Golden Tate caught this year. He caught some explosive big passes this year, man. A lot of them, including one in the playoffs against the Cowboys. But, yeah. I will remember that game for the rest of my life. Then we came back and shit. We went against, and we also came back again. We went against the Miami Dolphins. We was winning, but then the Dolphins started winning in the third quarter and stuff. I'm not going to go into detail about the game. That's going to take all day. And then the Lions came back in the fourth quarter. I remember that game too, but it's not as memorable. I think out of all the Lions comebacks this year, the Falcons one is the best one by far. By far the best one. Yeah, the Saints one was very entertaining. It was very entertaining, don't get me wrong. But that motherfucking Falcons game was the shit. It beats all the Lions comebacks. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It beats them all. It beats them all. I said it in that video. It beats them all for this year. By far. It's not even close. The Saints probably a close second. But the rest of them, but that one was the main one. Now, against the Dolphins, we came back against the Dolphins. We won the game 20-16. Stafford scared the hell out of me. I think he threw, 2 picks in this game? And both interceptions wasn't his fault, though. It was not his fault. Both of them was batted passes from the receiver because he got, I think, what's his name, Jordan Thompson or some shit? That dude fucking garbage as fuck. Garbage as fuck. I'm talking about the games and shit. Nah. Yeah. They came back in that game. And then the week after we went against the fucking Cardinals and shit. And then we got our ass torched and shit. Well, we didn't get torched, but we couldn't score a motherfucking touchdown because our offense wasn't shit. It wasn't really shit throughout the whole season. And we thought this offense was going to be fucking phenomenal. We thought the Lions was going to light up the scoreboard. I thought the Lions were going to average at least 27, 28 points per game this season, but they ain't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that a little bit. I'm gonna make these are the positives I'm talking about in the Lions. I'm gonna talk about the negatives in a minute. Now, yeah, like shit. We came back in that game. Oh, then we went against the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they was stopping the Lions. They was sacking the shit out of Stafford. Stafford ain't had no time to throw the ball, man. That was a disgrace, man. That was a game of significance too. That's why I'm bringing it up. We lost 14-6 because both points came from field goals and shit. We couldn't score a motherfucking touchdown. That's when the Lions was at its shittiest point on offense. We was really shit water. We was garbage as fuck. And people say that I never criticized the Lions on my videos. You fucking stupid. You know how many times I criticized and crucified the goddamn Lions you know how many times I crucified the team even when we win? You know how many times I did that shit? Talking about I don't talk bad about my team. I'm being too biased and I'm doing all this shit and I'm all that. You know how many times I talk shit about this team? Despite the win? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, you fucking faggot ass Cowboy fan. You fake ass motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Talking about I never talk bad about the Lions. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Just go watch my videos in the past. You see how much I shit on this team. I shit on this team and praise the team at the same time. You see how many times I did that shit. So shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, you fucking clown motherfuckers, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'll piss on your gay ass Dallas Cowboys star. And I hope Green Bay whoop your fucking ass. That's what I hope, fuckers. Ooh, that shit's still bothering me, man. That shit's still bothering me. Now, anyway, I'm getting off topic now. Yeah. This is another game of significance now. When the Lions went against the Patriots, we got our ass bust. We got fucked up. I'm gonna go into that in a minute though. We got our ass bust. That's a game of significance too. Now, everybody, let's get to the Thanksgiving game, man. This game meant a lot to me because it was so many Chicago Bears fans talking so much shit, talking reckless as fuck, talking about what they gonna do to the Lions and shit on Thanksgiving Day, and they gonna beat our ass and blah 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 blah. They came in the fourth field, got their ass smacked around, got tortured, they got bullied, they got, man, the Lions, they out physical damn near every team they went against, like no bullshit. They out physical motherfuckers. That's how probably one of the most physical teams in the NFL, if not the most physical team in the NFL. Even people on ESPN says we are very fucking physical. We probably the most physical team in the NFL, which we are. We be throwing people around and shit. We don't give a fuck. That's how I like it. I like when our team play physical and tough. Play that physical tough defense. Yeah. I love watching that shit. I love watching defense. Especially when they go to work, man. I love that shit. I enjoy watching the defense more than the offense this whole year. Actually, in general, I like watching defense more than offense. I'm a defensive type of guy. I like defense more. I like watching defense more. Especially when they're doing good. High octane games is good and all, but I'm more of a slow-paced, defensive, watching type of motherfucker. I love watching defensive fight, defensive struggles and shit. That's just me. That's my personal feeling, though. But whatever. That was a game of significance. We whooped the Bears' ass 34. I'm getting off topic and shit. We whooped the Bears' ass 34-17. And then we whooped the Buccaneers' ass the same fucking score. The exact same fucking score. 34-17. We beat 2 weeks in a row. We had the exact, and I mean the exact same fucking score. 34-17. But let me get back to the Bears again. It was fans talking shit, talking about they gonna beat us on Thanksgiving. They found out they got their ass whooped, and also you also find out that Stafford had his best game of the year. Yes, his game against the Giants was good. It was very good, probably his best game ever, or at least is up there. But that Bears game, man, probably the best game of the season for him. But to me, anyway, because he carved their ass up. He just raped that fucking team, man. He raped the damn Bears, man. It was just a laughing stock, man. This shit was hilarious. Him and Calvin Johnson and Golden Tate was going to work on their ass, for real. They got them. Golden Tate almost had 100 yards, and Calvin had over 150. So they were clowning. But anyway, that was a game of significance. Now let's go all the way. Let's skip all. There's some other games in between, but let's go all the way to week 17. I'm skipping all the way to week 17. These are that was the positives I'm talking about. Yes, we lost the game to the Packers and shit, but I was thinking there's some shit looking forward to going to the playoffs. I'm thinking like, okay, we lost the game and shit. Okay, we gonna get the Cowboys and shit. Okay, cool, fine. I know we lost. I'm mad as fuck. You seen the video? I was mad as fuck. We lost the goddamn game because it was some bullshit. But whatever. That game pales in comparison to what happened in the playoffs, though. When we went to the playoffs, when I got pissed. It wasn't. See, people think I was just putting on the image for the video. No, the fuck I wasn't. I was mad as fuck for real. I was mad for real. I showed the frustration off camera too. I'd be pissed. Man, boy. Yeah, we lost the game by 10, but I thought it was some shit looking forward to. Like, the Lions can do something, though, still. They can learn from this loss, and they can mature from this loss and play better the next game against the Cowboys. We lost that game. If we would have won that game, we would have won the division and had home field advantage. But that's another game of significance. That's probably the most important game we had this season. We lost. I thought we was going to beat Green Bay. I thought Stafford, he played an okay game. He didn't have a shitty game, but he didn't have a great game either. It was just an in the middle type of game, an okay game. It was okay. The game was okay for him. As far as Jeremy Ross, I'm going to get into that in a minute. Nah, we lost that game. Then the next week after, we went against the fucking Dallas weak-ass Cowboys, and we lost this fucking game 24-20. This game was the most important game of the year for us, and we lost. We didn't pull it off. Yes, I agree. We could have done some shit better. Our offense, we shouldn't have been so fucking conservative. You know what I'm saying? Because Jim Caldwell was very fucking conservative. Him and Joe Lombardi was very conservative on offense. Nah, and Ndamukong Suh and that defense was playing out of their fucking minds in that game. Especially Suh. Suh had a career day. Suh was going nuts. He was playing like a madman out there, man. Suh was going crazy. Crazy. And I'm serious. I seen the game. He was going nuts. But too bad, the best effort you would see out of him came short. Because, you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Our offense could have done more. We shouldn't have played fucking conservative all day. Because that's what we done. We played punting on 4th and 1 and shit. What the fuck is that? And then the offensive line couldn't hold up nobody. And then we turned the ball over 3 times. One pick by Stafford and 2 fumbles and shit. One by Drake Bell and one by Stafford and shit. Like, fuck, man. And then we could, like I said, we could, if we had scored at least one more touchdown, when it was down 20, we was up 20, to 17, and we would have scored one more touchdown, the game would have been over. It would have been over right there. Even if the Cowboys even got another touchdown, game would have been over right there. But we've been too conservative, kicking too many field goals in that game. Kicking field goals and shit. Fuck that field goal shit. I want some touchdowns. I want some 7. I want to get 6 points, not motherfucking 3. We could play better on offense. I know Tony Romo got that touchdown and shit to seal the game, but really, the defense was tired as fuck because the offense they underperform all the fucking time. Then another thing, another reason why we lost, and you know what I'm about to get at, the referees cheated like bitches for the Cowboys. I don't give a fuck what no gay-ass Cowboy, fake-ass Cowboy fans say. We got fucked over. Y'all cheated us. I don't give a damn. I still hold on to my word. I got a lot of dislikes from my last video because I said something. I said the Cowboys cheated the Lions and shit, which they did. Even Obama said this shit. Even the president, and he's a Bears fan. Even he said that shit. Okay. Even Bears fans were saying this shit. We got fucked over. Even the Packers fans were saying we got fucked over. And we all hate each other, okay? So don't give me this bullshit talking about, oh, the Cowboys ain't do shit. The referees ain't fixed nothing. Get the fuck out of here. They fixed so much shit, man. It was ridiculous. Y'all might have one bad call against our millions of fucking several of our bad calls and shit. Everything was favoring the goddamn Cowboys. It was some bullshit. Jerry Jones paid these motherfuckers 100,000 plus and shit. Man, fuck out of here. God, man, that was some bullshit, man. We lost, and that was the end of our season, man. That was some bullshit. Our season had to come to an end on some bullshit because the NFL knows, and you fans, you know that the Lions can whoop the Cowboys' ass. We can beat the Cowboys. You know this. We all know this. That is one team the Cowboys always struggle with. It is the fucking Lions. And they can't fuck with us. They cannot. That's why they had to fuck us over to beat us. They had to fuck us over with that gay-ass pick up the flag bullshit. Fuck out of here, dog. Everything favored their ass. The other penalties favored their ass too, man. And that's our end of our season. That's the shittiest way to end a fucking season that could be magical and shit. Who knows? If the Lions could have went to the NFC Championship game, all we fucking know. All we goddamn know. We could have went to the NFC Championship game and potentially go to the Super Bowl. But man, I think the Lions would have made the NFC Championship game, to be honest with you. If we haven't got fucked over, we would have made the NFC Championship game. I really believe so. I think we're going to beat Green Bay in the playoffs. I really believe it. I know it sounds crazy. I know it might sound like a crazy, biased man, but I think we could have. But I think we could have at least went to the NFC Championship game. Seriously. We could have beat Green Bay or Seattle. I think the Lions would have had a better matchup with the Seahawks, though. Personally. I think our matchup would have been better with the Seahawks. The reason why I say that because the Seahawks don't score a lot of points either. They got a very good defense, but they don't score a lot of points either. That's why I said the Lions could have had, if they went against the Seahawks, that would have been a better matchup for us. Because if the Lions would have won, we would have won against the Seahawks. And the Packers would have won against the Packers and shit. If the Lions won. Now, as I was saying, like, that's the shittiest way to end our season. Now, I talked, and we went 11-5, 11-6, including the playoffs, 11-6. Now, as I was saying, now I'm about to talk about the negatives in this season, man. I'm gonna be real with you. They scared the fuck out of me this whole goddamn season, man. What the fuck happened? The Lions scared the living fuck out of me the entire goddamn season. Man, we lost games we shouldn't have fucking lost. Buffalo, Arizona, and Carolina. That was the very beginning of the season. That was week 2. We shouldn't have lost that game either. Quite as kept, but we didn't know how that shit was gonna be. That was week 2 though. That was a long time ago though. The Panthers though, that was like the beginning. That was really the beginning of the season still. So week 2 and shit. So whatever. But the main 2 games we should have won is the Cardinals, Bills. Them was the 2 games we should have won. Period. 2 games. Now I'm about to talk bad about the Lions. You think I'm just a biased motherfucker? I'm about to talk shit about this team. Stafford, he had an okay season. Not a great season, not his best, not his worst. But okay. He had an okay season. It was aight. It was aight. Only problem was he had an okay season. You know why? Because our offense was conservative than a motherfucker the entire season. We only averaged 20 points per game. 22nd in the league. 20 points per game. And we allowed 17. That's the negative. It's a positive and a negative. So that means you win in a lot of close games. That's basically what you're telling me. And guess what our games was? A lot of close games. A games that I thought we should have we should have won handedly. We should have whooped the Falcons' ass. We should have whooped the Saints' ass. We should have whooped, especially how the Saints turned out this season. They turned out to be shit water. We should have whooped their ass. We should have whooped Buffalo's ass, to be honest with you. But you know why? A field goal kick. Who else we should have whooped? The Cardinals, the way they offense play, we should have whooped their ass too. And they ain't had motherfucking Carson Palmer. We got beat by sorry ass Drew Stanton. Man, get the fuck out of here. Michigan State native, former 3rd string Lions quarterback. How the fuck we lose to him? Come on, man. That shit embarrassing to the motherfucker, man. That shit is embarrassing, dog. I ain't gonna motherfucking lie. Fuck out of here. We lost against the Panthers at the beginning of the season. I know that. I can tell you all of our losses. We lost against the Panthers week 2. We lost against who the fuck we lost against? We lost against the Cardinals week 11, I think. Yeah, week 11. We lost against Green Bay, New England. Let me get to that game real quick. New England. I ain't bringing this game up at all. The Lions was ranked number 1 in total defense until that game. That brought a rating down. And we've been stuck in number 2 since. We've been stuck in number 2 since. We got our ass handed to us. We got molested. We got raped. The Lions got ejaculated in their faces. We got spat on, everything in fucking Foxborough. We got killed by the Patriots. They killed us 34-9, which is fucking embarrassing. That shit is embarrassing in a motherfucker. We lost that game. I was so fucking pissed. I was pissed, man. You should have seen that video, man. That was the worst game of the season for the Lions. I don't give a damn. I remember, I'm going to shout out to my boy on 313 Hitman, man. Shout out to my man 313 Hitman. I remember when he said the Packers game was probably our worst effort or our worst performance of the year when we went against the Packers in week 17. No, man, Hitman, I disagree with you with that one. That was not our worst performance. Our worst performance was against the fucking Patriots. That shit was terrible. Absolutely horrible. It was the worst. And everybody was looking forward to the game. That was the game of the week. That was America's game of the week. Everybody looking forward to that game. That was the most embarrassing fucking loss of the season. That shit was, no, Green Bay and Lions, at least the Lions was in the fucking game. This game, we wasn't in the game at all. Our offense sucked dick. Our defense sucked dick. Our special teams sucked dick. Our coaching players sucked dick. Man, Play calling sucked dick. Man, it just sucked. It just terrible. 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 You let Tom Brady carve your ass up. And Tom Brady out of his prime, man. He's not in his prime no more. This is out of prime Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady still put up good numbers and shit, but he's not in his prime no more. Let's be real, people. He's still a good player. He's still a very good quarterback. But is he in his prime? No. Tom Brady not in his prime anymore. His prime years was like 2007 to 2011. That was when he was at his absolute best. But now, he's still a very good quarterback. Probably still top 5 quarterback. He's still better than half the league. But he's not in his prime no more. But you let his ass, how the fuck you let the Patriots just come in your crib? No, not in your crib. You come in their crib and you get you lay egg. You lay goose eggs on touchdowns. Nothing. Everything field goal. Calvin Johnson was getting bodied up by Brandon Browner. Golden Tate was getting bodied up by Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis, man, he's a fucking beast. Probably the best corner in the NFL, by the way. Better than Richard Sherman. Better than Patrick Peterson. He's better than both of them, okay? Better than Joe Hayden. You know what I'm saying? Those are the top 3 quarterbacks everybody always talk about. He better than 3 of them. He better than all 3 of them. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of people saying that shit. He's the best corner in the league. He bodied Golden Tate up like he was a bitch. He made him his bitch the entire goddamn game. And Brandon Browner was on Calvin. Shockingly. You would think they'll put Revis on Calvin, but and the reason why they put Revis on Golden Tate because they are similar in size. See, Brandon Browner is bigger. He's a bigger corner. And Brandon Browner also one of the best corners in the NFL. He's in the top 10 for sure. I'm giving the Patriots credit, though. They locked their ass up, man. But Calvin, man, yeah, we got bodied up in that game, man. Let me talk about something else, man. What pissed me off the whole season. Our offense wasn't shit. It was terrible. It was at a point we was averaging only 17 points per game. 17 points per game. But you know what, though? As we score more points per game, we also allowed more points per game throughout the season. People don't take notice of that shit, but I noticed it. Because we was averaging, I mean, we didn't allow 17 points per game at the beginning part of the season, beginning and middle part of the season. We wasn't allowing no 17 points per game. I think it was allowing like 14, 15 points per game or something like that. And so a good part of the season we was averaging, what, 17 points per game? Our offense was fucking garbage. Garbage as fuck. Conservative as fuck. Okay? Joe Lombardi, man, if he don't get this offense together by next year, he needs to fucking go. Get the fuck out of here. Because it is too much talent on this team for us to play like shit on offense. Our offense was fucking garbage. And I'm not playing. Stafford, well, we had injuries and shit. And mainly what was wrong with our team was our offensive line and the running game. That was the main tool. The main tool. And I'm putting emphasis. The main two problems we had offensively throughout the whole entire season. We had injuries at running back, but they got healthy at a certain point in the season. However, Reggie Bust was injured like a good portion of the fucking season. He played like shit. Joy Bell, he had 860 yards and averaged 3.9 yards per carry throughout the whole season. Not great, but it's okay. But it's mediocre at best, in my opinion. Joy Bell, he's a good number 2 back, but he ain't no number 1. I'm going to tell you that right now. He ain't no number 1. I've been saying that all season. And Reggie Bust, he needs to fucking go. I'm tired of his ass for real. He needs to fucking go. Get the fuck out of Detroit, man. You suck. You can't, every time you run the ball, you juke. You act like you juking somebody when you ain't juking shit. and then they tackle your ass for a negative yardage and shit. Your ass every time you try to act like you Barry Sanders and shit. You ain't no motherfucking Barry Sanders. You not LT. You're not LaDainian Tomlinson. You're not Marshall Faulk. You're not Barry Sanders. You're not Walter Payton. You're not none of them great running backs. You're not Warwick Dunn. You're none of them motherfuckers. You're not who else was great? Motherfucking who else was a great running back? Fucking damn, yeah, man, you ain't none of them great running backs. You ain't no Emmitt Smith. You none of them motherfuckers. Why is you doing all this joking shit? All this joking shit, and you don't juke no motherfucking soul. You don't juke nothing. He's a fucking bum. Get him the fuck out of here. He ain't nothing but a pretty boy, injury prone, having can't run fucking 3 yards without getting some type of injury having ass motherfucker. He made out of cookie sheets and motherfucking glass and shit, and soft ass cookie dough. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. He pisses me off. Ooh, Reggie Bush, man. I could go on a rant about this motherfucker, man. I was dissing Reggie Bush in one of my videos. I said Reggie Bush or Reggie Bust. Remember, go watch that video. I think I might put it in my description box after this video. Yeah. Reggie Bush, get the fuck out of here. Joy Bell, you're good. You're a good number 2 back, but you will never be number 1. And our main problem was the offensive line. Credit, nah. I ain't gonna lie. We had injuries throughout the whole year on offensive line, man. I'm not gonna motherfucking lie. I'm not gonna lie. Motherfucking Larry Warford got hurt week 17 or 16. I forgot which week was that. I think it was week 17. No, week 16. Larry Warford got hurt. Corey Hiller got hurt week 2 against the Packers and shit. And he was probably one of our best offensive linemen. Roddy Reef was in and out, hurt and shit. He was hurt for a couple games and whatnot. But Adrian Whittle was hurt. He was hurt. But at the same time, though, when they all was together, they couldn't block shit to save their lives. Man, the Lions allowed more sacks than they gave to other opponents. The Lions only had 42 sacks. 42 sacks sacking the other team on defense. They only had 42 sacks on defense. The Lions allowed more sacks than what they was giving to other teams. The opponents had 45 sacks on Stafford. They had 45 fucking sacks. I think that's one of the top 5 in the NFL while you bullshitting. That's terrible. 45 sacks? Man, you know Stafford a tough motherfucker any goddamn way. Taking all them damn licks. Man, I seen Stafford get fucked up a few times this season. He got fucked up. Man, he was getting tore up this season. I ain't gonna bullshit. Stafford was getting fucked up. So if Stafford was throwing some stupid ass inaccurate passes, you know why. You know why. Now sometimes it be Stafford bonehead ass plays and shit. He throw it pick and shit. On some Brett Favre. I told you he Brett Favre Jr. That's what the fuck he is. Brett Favre used to throw them stupid ass passes sometimes. But Brett Favre is great though. He's fucking great. But sometimes he throws some dumb ass passes. Raiola, you need to fucking go. I'm tired of your old ass anyway. You suck. You can't block shit. Motherfuckers just run. That's why Stafford was getting a lot of Stafford sacks. Most of the time, his sacks come from the middle or from the right. And he was getting fucked up. He was getting fucked up throughout the season. When Travis Swanson came in as the center, man, that dude was blocking good as fuck, man. Allowing opening lanes for running games, man. You need it, man. Going into next year, the Lions need to start Travis Swanson. And I'm not fucking playing. They need to start this motherfucker. Because he's better than Raiola. He's younger, more athletic, and stronger and bigger than Raiola. He's bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, younger than Raiola. Why the fuck is Raiola still in the goddamn lineup? Why is he still in the starting lineup? I don't understand that shit. And he, Travis Swanson played pretty good for the right guard spot when he was blocked. When he came in for Larry Warford as well, when he came to that position. Yeah, man. We need to get that offensive line fixed in the damn draft, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. That shit was terrible, man. Fuck. Fuck. But yeah, let me get on Reggie Buss. Like I said, you ain't not. Let me get back on Reggie Buss real quick, man. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't no LaDainian Tomlinson. You ain't no Warrick Dunn. You ain't no Barry Sanders. You ain't no Emmitt Smith. You ain't no Walter Payton. You ain't no Marshall Faulk. You ain't no Curtis Martin. You ain't no Jerome Bettis. You ain't none of these motherfuckers. So stop acting like you are. You can't do shit. You suck. Get the fuck out of Detroit, and I'm tired of your ass. Whew, I could go on a rant about Reggie Bush for real, man. He sucks, man. I'm done with him. I am so done. I can't stop. I can't get this shit off my mind, man. And then Jordan Bell is whatever. The Lions. I know this video long as fuck. I told you it's gonna be long as fuck. You think I was bullshit? It's gonna be long as fuck. This video is 51 minutes now. It's long as fuck. I don't usually talk this long. My videos usually be from 10 minutes to 30 minutes at the most. I'll do 30 minutes at the most, but I wouldn't pass my mark. Yeah, man. And let me get on defense real quick. Our defense was fucking great. Run defense was the best. We can stop the run, and we got a decent amount of sacks this year. But the problem I had with this defense, and this is why we was ranked number 2 on defense. Real talk. Passing yards. We allowed a lot of passing yards on defense. That's if you want me to tell you one flaw in our defense, and this is the reason why we was number 2 ranked defense and not number 1, is the passing yards. We allowed a lot of passing yards. Mathis. Yeah. What's that motherfucking name? Mathis. I forgot his first name. I'm tripping, dog. I know his first name. It just blanked out of my head for a second. Rasheem Mathis. That's right. Rasheem Mathis. He got burnt the entire motherfucking season. Yet he was hiding behind that defensive line, man. Because you take that good ass defensive line out the way, this secondary ain't shit, and our defense ain't shit. Real talk. Rasheem Mathis was getting burnt. Darius Slay was getting burnt at times. But he's a solid corner, you know what I'm saying? He's decent. He's better than motherfucking Rasheem Mathis. That's for damn sure. And he's not scared to tackle. Darius Slay, he might be small, but he will crack you upside your fucking head. Don't let his size fool you. He will put you on your ass. Don't let his size for a corner fool you. Like I said, he will put you on your ass. Now, Rasheem Mathis, he's scared to tackle people and shit. He can't tackle no damn body. He can't tackle nobody. He can't cover nobody. Everybody burns his ass. Like motherfucking Julian Edelman and shit. He was guarding Julian Edelman, getting his ass fucking destroyed by Julian Edelman, getting butt fucked in the ass. Who else he went against got raped? Motherfucking he got raped by Kenny Stills and shit. Fuck out of here, man. From the Saints and shit. You getting fucking raped and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get Rasheem Mathis out of here. Get his old ass out of here, man. He can't cover nobody. He too slow. He can't cover nobody. He get burnt on every play. Get him the fuck out of here. We need to get another corner, man. Fuck that shit. Yeah, our defense was great, but we still can improve on defense, especially in that corner spot. And our nickel corners was gone too, so that kind of hurt our secondary as well. Bill Bentley went out and shit, and I thought Bill Bentley was gonna have a breakout season. And motherfucking what's that Jamaican dude named Nevin Lawson. Damn, yeah, Nevin Lawson. I thought he was gonna come in and do some shit, but they got injured in the beginning of the season. 1 week 1, 1 week 2. They both out for the season. I hope they come back next season and do something. Next. Now I'm about to get to the draft, man. I'm gonna tell you what I think the Lions is gonna need in this draft, man. And you already know what the positions I'm gonna say. The Lions are gonna need a running back in the first round, or either go for a running back or offensive lineman. Because no, you know what? Or no, go for a running back or another receiver. Because let me go back real quick. I keep saying let me go back. I'm tripping, dog. I'm gonna shit on one more thing. Jeremy Ross. Get the fuck out of here, man. You suck. You got to go. The special teams coach got to go. Your ass got to go. You can't return shit. You slow as fuck. You run into the pile every goddamn game. You can't go nowhere. You need another returner that's faster, more explosive than you are. And I don't know why you were starting in the first place in the slot position as a receiver when you drop a lot of goddamn passes and shit. I think the Lions should put in Andrew Peacock or motherfucking Ryan Broyles for your ass. Real fucking talk, and I'm not playing either. They should put in Ryan Broyles for your ass or Andrew Peacock. I like Andrew Peacock, man. I like him off the practice squad, man. He got potential, man. He just need to get his time to shine because that dude is explosive. Get him some time to shine. And also get George Wynn in the game next year, man. I want to see more George Wynn next year. I'm serious than a motherfucker. Theo Riddick, he a fucking bum. Outside the passing game, he a fucking bum. He can't run the ball worth shit. He cannot run the ball. He's a very good receiver as a running back. A very good running back receiver. But he ain't no damn good running back in general. As an actual rusher, he's not a good rusher. Terrible. Yeah. Like I said. Nah. Yeah, man, our special teams need to go. Fuck that shit. We need a better special teams. Special teams coach need to go. Motherfucking Jeremy Ross need to go. Sam Martin. I mean, we got a field goal kicker solved. That situation solved, which also cost us a couple games this season. But as far as the other shit, returning and shit, he needs to fucking go. Real talk. Ross is a fucking bum. He a bum in punt returns and kickoff returns. He a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum in both categories. That's why they talking about they putting Golden Tate for his ass because he a fucking bum. He's garbage as fuck. And he's not even a great receiver. He don't create separation. I'm not talking about his returning abilities no more. I'm just talking about him as a receiver. He don't create separation. Get him the fuck off the field. At least Ryan Broyles creates separation. Shit. I'm spitting this shit. I'm getting mad as fuck. That's the shit you do when you get mad as fuck. Yeah, like what can I say? What can I say about him, man? Just get him the fuck off this team, man. He a fucking bum. I see why Green Bay cut his ass. I see why Green Bay cut him. He fucking sucked. And Jeremy Ross sucked, man. I've never been a really big fan of Jeremy Ross, but whatever, get him the fuck off my field. Now, somebody get into the draft. The Lions, I think we need to go for either another, no, we don't need to go another receiver. People say we need another receiver. Not really. I think we can put in Ryan Broyles or Andrew Peacock at that position, that slot position. And leave Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson on the outside. Oh yeah, let me talk about Eric Ebron real quick. Eric Ebron, he had his ups and downs this season. He had his ups and downs. And in some games he was fucking terrible. He was dropping everything. He can't block shit. He still can't block shit. But then it'd be some games he just catch everything. He be going nuts. Like in a playoff game. He was playing pretty good in the playoff game, though. Is Eric Ebron a bust? No, it's too early to say that. Even the second year, it's really too early to say that. Now, if he play like shit his third year, now Pettigrew, get him the fuck out of here. Pettigrew is a fucking bum. He a bum. He can't catch shit. He's slow as fuck. He don't create separation. Just get him the fuck out of here, man. I don't even know why they signed his ass to that big ass contract. He a fucking bum. You wasted cap space on bums and shit like Reggie Bum, Reggie Bust, and Bust Petterbust, and Bum Petterbust, whatever his name is. Bum Petterbust. That's what his name is for now on. Bum Petterbust. And cause he was a high draft pick. Bum Petterbust and Reggie Bust, another high bust pick. Put in Andrew Peacock. Now Joseph Fourier, he a pussy, man. I don't like him. He's soft. He is soft. He get a little ankle injury. He out for 2 years and shit. Man, I don't know. He got very good hands. He just soft. I question his mentality sometimes because I don't know if he got it up here to be on the Lions. I don't know if he got it up here to be on the field, to be a starter. I don't know if he got it up here. He got the talent. He's not super fast, but he's fast enough. And he can create separation. But his problem is, he got good hands too. He got very good hands. His problem is, mentally. I don't know if he have it up here mentally to play. I don't know if he have it up here mentally. That's his problem. Now let me get to the draft. The Lions, we should draft a running back. These are options in the first round. We should draft either a running back, an offensive lineman. Yes, I said an offensive lineman, or a corner. However, a corner, only thing about a corner, I haven't heard too many great corners coming out of this draft. So I don't know you want to go in the corner route in the first round this year. In reality, you should have did it last season. You should have drafted what's that dude's name? Bernard. Daquez Bernard. You should have drafted his ass. He's a solid player for the Bengals. You should have drafted him. You know what I'm saying? Or Kyle Fuller. Should have drafted a cornerback. Ain't too many great corners coming out of this draft. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Not that I know of. Now running backs. This is the year of the running backs. This is the year of the running backs. Last year was the year of the corners and receivers and shit. This year is the year of the running backs. I think the best options for running back is either Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Coleman. I think we should take Melvin Gordon. He is explosive. From Wisconsin, we should take him, man. Melvin Gordon or Todd Gurley. I think we should take one of the two. In my opinion, I want to take one of them running backs, man, because we need a running back fucking bad, man. We need one bad, very bad. We one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. We got to get a running back, man. A real number one running back. Not no bum. I mean, not a number two back trying to be number one like Joy Bell. A number two trying to be number one. Or a bust, as in Reggie Bust, trying to be number one when he's never really been a number one back either. In reality, Reggie Bust been a bust his whole career. He been a bust since he came out of USC. Reggie Bust. People be laughing when I say that shit too. They be cracking the fuck up. Some people I know be cracking the fuck up when I say Reggie Bust. And some people be getting offended because I call him Reggie Bust. You know why? Because he is a bust. Remember when Reggie Bust came out of USC back in 2005? When he was getting hyped up and shit? Was it 05 or 06? No, it was 06. That was 06. My bad. When he came out to draft in 06. And they was hyping up Reggie Bust like he was going to be this next greatest running back of all time and shit. Remember that shit? Man, no, he ain't. He's not that. He's far from that. They was propping him up like he's gonna be the next motherfucking LaDainian Tomlinson and shit. Like he gonna be the next motherfucking Sean Alexander from the Seahawks back in the day, or he gonna be the next motherfucking Barry Sanders and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. This dude is a fucking bum. He's a bum ass bum. Bum ass bust. Get him the fuck out of here. Nah, we should get a running back time. I think the best one would be Melvin Gordon or Coleman. They're the best two in my opinion. We should get one of the two. Gordon or Coleman. Either one would be okay with me because we need a running back. I think Gordon would be a better option though. We need to get a running back though in this motherfucker. We need somebody to help Stafford out for real. And then we need to get an offensive lineman, man, because Wardlow's a fucking bum. He's a man. Half of the stats came from off his side, so he's a fucking bum. Or if you don't want to go, if you trust in your offensive lineman, which I don't, I think we like third in the league in most giving up sacks or some shit, third in the league or some shit, or fourth, somewhere between 1 and 5, somewhere around there. But we suck dick as far as sacks allowed. We suck. We should get an offensive lineman on the right side for Weddle, somebody better than him. Or we can go on this route. We can get a corner for Mathis, Rasheem Mathis. You know what I'm saying? It's not. This draft is not really like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but the running backs is going to be. I know that much. But we should get either a running back, a receiver, or offensive lineman. Because our offense sucks motherfucking dick. Or a corner. Yeah, man, I made this video long enough, man. This video went over an hour. I'm done, man. I hate talking this long, man. This is a long-ass video, man. I guess I'm going to be up out of here, though, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this video, man. I know some people ain't going to like it, but oh well. But, yeah, tell me what you think, though. Shoot, freedom of speech. Peace.